Some people think living past 90 is all about luck or good genes. But I've seen too many ordinary people prove otherwise. I once met a 93-year-old man who still walked to the grocery store every morning, rain or shine. No special supplements, no personal trainer, just one small habit he kept for decades. Then there was a woman in her late 80s who had survived two major surgeries. Every morning she woke up early to cook her favorite vegetable stew. When I asked her secret, she smiled and said, "I never stopped moving. And I always made time to talk to someone, even if it was just my neighbor or the mailman." These people didn't think they were doing anything special. But research now shows us that their quiet, consistent routines are exactly what helps people live longer, healthier lives. If you're over 70, you might wonder if it's too late. It's not. Every one of those long-living seniors started with just one small change. And today, you'll learn 7 proven signs that show you're already on the path to living past 90, or how to get there starting now. Frank was 78 when his doctor told him he needed heart surgery. But Frank didn't want to go through it. Instead, he made a promise to himself. Every morning, rain or shine, he would walk. Not just stroll, but walk with purpose. At first, he could barely make it to the end of the block. His knees ached, his back hurt, and he felt short of breath. But he kept going. 1 week turned into 1 month. 1 block turned into a mile. Within a year, Frank was walking briskly for 30 minutes every day. His doctor was stunned. Not only had his heart function improved, but his cholesterol and blood pressure had dropped too. Studies show that just 20 to 30 minutes of brisk walking a day can reduce the risk of heart disease by up to 30%. It improves circulation, strengthens the legs, and boosts energy. You don't need to run marathons. A steady walk around your neighborhood is enough. If walking feels hard right now, start with just 5 minutes and build up slowly. The goal is consistency. And the reward is not just stronger legs, but a stronger heart, sharper mind, and greater independence. Frank never had that surgery. He just walked his way back to health. And so can you. Helen used to say she didn't care much for vegetables. In her younger days, she preferred meat and bread with just a little lettuce on the side. But after turning 75, she started feeling tired all the time. Her daughter suggested adding more color to her plate. Not paint, but real food. So Helen started with blueberries in the morning. Then came spinach in her omelets, sweet potatoes at dinner, and bell peppers in her salads. Within weeks, she noticed a change. Her skin looked brighter. Her joints ached less. She even slept better. What Helen didn't realize was that her new colorful diet was packed with antioxidants, fiber, and anti-inflammatory compounds. Studies show that eating at least 5 servings of colorful fruits and vegetables a day can reduce the risk of heart disease, cancer, and cognitive decline. The deeper the color, the richer the nutrients. Think red tomatoes, dark green kale, orange carrots, and purple cabbage. If your plate looks beige, it's time to brighten it up. Start by adding 1 new vegetable this week. Over time, your body will thank you. Just like Helen, you may feel the years start to roll back, one colorful bite at a time. After his wife passed away, George found his house painfully quiet. The TV didn't help. The phone rarely rang. Days felt long and nights even longer. Then one Sunday, his granddaughter invited him to join a small church group. At first, he resisted. He didn't know anyone there. But he went. Slowly, names became faces. Faces became friends. They talked about books, played cards, even went on walks together. Months later, George realized he smiled more. He felt lighter, more present. Science explains why. Seniors who maintain strong social connections have a 50% higher chance of living longer than those who feel isolated. Socializing reduces stress, strengthens the immune system, and protects the brain from decline. It doesn't have to be a big crowd. One meaningful conversation a week can make a difference. If you're feeling lonely, reach out to a neighbor, join a club, or call a family member. Like George, you may find that the best medicine isn't always in a bottle. Sometimes it's in a shared laugh, a kind word, or a familiar voice that reminds you that you are not alone. Margaret used to laugh when people told her to sleep more. She thought waking up at 3 a.m. was just part of getting older. But over time, she began forgetting names, misplacing keys, and feeling drained during the day. Her doctor asked her one simple question: "How many hours do you sleep each night?" When she realized it was barely 5, she decided to try something different. She made her bedroom cooler, turned off the TV an hour before bed, and started listening to calming music. Within 2 weeks, she was sleeping 7 hours straight. Her mind felt clearer, her energy returned, and even her mood improved. Research shows that seniors who sleep at least 7 hours a night have lower risks of heart disease, stroke, and dementia. During deep sleep, the brain clears toxins, muscles repair, and memory strengthens. Poor sleep isn't just tiring, it silently shortens lifespan. If you're waking up groggy, it might be time to build a bedtime routine. Like Margaret, a few simple changes can make a big difference. Sleep isn't a luxury. It's one of the most powerful medicines your body already knows how to use. Eleanor had always been the strong one in her family. She raised 3 kids, cared for her aging parents, and handled life's surprises with quiet strength. But in her 80s, something changed. Her hands began to shake. Her chest felt tight even when she was resting. Her doctor said her heart was fine, but her stress wasn't. So Eleanor started something she had never tried before. Every morning after breakfast, she sat by the window, closed her eyes, and focused on her breath. Just 10 minutes of silence, inhaling slowly, exhaling fully. Within a month, the shaking stopped. Her body relaxed. She even started smiling more. Research from the National Institute on Aging shows that daily stress management, like deep breathing or meditation, can lower cortisol levels, reduce inflammation, and improve immune response. Stress doesn't just make you feel bad. It accelerates aging. If you often feel tense or overwhelmed, take a few minutes today to breathe deeply or sit in stillness. Like Eleanor, you might discover that peace isn't found by changing your life, but by pausing in the middle of it. When Samuel turned 76, he started forgetting little things. Where he put his glasses, what day it was, the names of people he had known for years. He worried it was the beginning of something worse. But instead of giving in to fear, he made a decision. He dusted off an old chessboard and joined a local game club. At first, he struggled to remember the rules, but with each match, he felt sharper. His memory returned, and so did his confidence. Science backs this up. Studies in the journal Neurology show that seniors who keep their brains active through hobbies, puzzles, or learning new skills reduce their risk of dementia by up to 15%. The brain, like a muscle, needs regular exercise. Whether it's reading, writing, playing music, or trying something new, mental activity keeps your mind resilient. If you haven't challenged your brain in a while, start today. Pick up a book, download a puzzle app, or learn one new thing. Like Samuel, you might find that keeping your brain young isn't about age. It's about curiosity and the courage to stay engaged. When James came home from the hospital after knee surgery, he thought recovery would be quick. But days turned into weeks, and he still needed help just to stand up. His doctor asked a simple question. Are you getting enough protein? James had never thought about it. Most of his meals were toast, soup, or a few crackers. So he made a change. He added scrambled eggs to breakfast, beans to his soup, and grilled fish for dinner. Slowly, his strength returned. He walked without the cane. He climbed stairs. He felt like himself again. As we age, our bodies lose muscle faster, making it harder to recover from illness or injury. Protein is the key to building and maintaining that muscle. Experts recommend about 0.8 grams per kilogram of body weight each day. That's roughly a palm-sized portion of protein with each meal. You don't need supplements or fancy powders. Eggs, tofu, lentils, yogurt, chicken, and fish all work. Like James, you might find that your energy, balance, and confidence grow stronger just by giving your body what it needs. It's not about eating more. It's about eating smarter. You've just heard 7 signs that show you may be on the path to living past 90. They're not secrets locked in science labs or impossible routines meant for the young. They are simple habits practiced daily by people just like you. Walking with purpose, eating the colors of the rainbow, staying connected to people who care, sleeping deeply, breathing through the hard moments, keeping your mind alive, nourishing your muscles. Every one of these actions adds strength to your years and life to your days. And here's the truth. You don't have to start them all at once. Pick one, just one. Maybe tonight you sleep a little earlier. Maybe tomorrow you add a handful of berries to your breakfast. Maybe you call someone you've been thinking about. These are not small things. They are steps toward a longer, better life. So if this message helped you, share it with someone who needs it. Subscribe for more tips on thriving after 70. Because growing older is not about fading away. It's about showing the world that your best years might still be ahead.